Hey everybody! So on my last video I said that I was going to do a 10K Q&A. I've never done one of these before because I didn't think that anyone was actually going to ask me any questions. Since so many of you guys actually did ask me questions, I decided that I'm going to make this a monthly thing. Slow claps for being semi-relevant on YouTube. Also, I just want to say that I've been really sick the past couple days, and I took a shitload of NyQuil. I hope that this video doesn't suck balls. So I picked out some of my favorite questions. If I don't answer your question, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get around to that. Let's do this. Would you rather be allowed to wash your hair only once a year, or be forced to wear wet socks the rest of your life? One time I got thrown in a pool with jeans on and everything, and it was the most disgusting moment of my life. When I ride water rides at theme parks, I make sure to go wear a dress that day or something because wet clothes sticking to me, ew. I'm gonna say, wash my hair only once a year because I only wash it maybe a couple times a month anyways, so baby powder that shit, whatever, no big deal. Next question. Do you prefer Hello Kitty or Care Bears? Also, your hair and makeup and earrings look epic. Thanks. Honestly, I do have a shitload of Care Bears and I love Care Bears, but I'm gonna have to go with Hello Kitty all the way. Represent. Hello Kitty is the shit. Not to mention, I'm permanently branded with Hello Kitty. What karaoke song that you relate to / love the most would you perform if your life depended on it? I got a very great answer to that question. One time when I was on a cruise ship, they had this karaoke bar. I'm feeling adventurous. I'm like, I'm on a cruise. I'm never gonna see any of these people again. I'm not a very good singer, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyways. So I go up there, I'm looking through the book, and I see the song by Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl, and I'm up there, I kissed a girl and I liked it. My mom was clapping. Oh, good job. Next question. EDC 2015, question mark, question mark. I'm hoping that this year I get to perform at EDC somewhere. Las Vegas would be awesome, but I'm even hoping that I get to possibly perform in Puerto Rico or Mexico. I've gone to 2 parties already with a team that performs at EDC, so I'm really hoping at some point I do get the opportunity to perform there. Maybe this year? At some point, hopefully. Hashtag life goals. Do you plan on growing out the colored parts in your hair, or are you going to bleach and dye it again? Well, as you guys can tell by my videos, my roots have gotten out of control. I bleached my hair one time in the entire time I've been living in Arizona. A lot of breakage happened. I mean, my hair is not short or anything, but it's really dry out here. It won't survive another bleaching. I'm just waiting till I move back to California. I'm gonna bleach part of it again, for sure. I'd rather have nasty roots than have fried the fuck hair. I mean, roots can always be dyed, fried the fuck hair can't really grow back that fast, you know what I'm saying? If you could have any exotic animal from around the world, which one would you choose and why? I actually did think about this question for a little bit because this is actually a really hard question. Oh, hands down, some sort of monkey, because monkeys are fucking cute, especially those ones that smile, and you can tickle their little monkey bellies. Honestly, for this question, I'm gonna have to say that if it was possible for me to obtain a giant Siberian tiger, a white tiger that wouldn't try to attack me, if it was just a big one that I could cuddle with, sleep with, I would for sure want some sort of giant big cat. Hashtag Big Cat Rescue, putting the link in the description, one of the best channels on YouTube. How old were you when you first started dyeing your hair? The first time I ever dyed my hair, I was in the 3rd grade, and it was a semi-permanent, so it washed out after a couple washes. I had a Spice Girls birthday party and I wanted to be Ginger, so my mom let me dye my hair red. You know how Ginger had those like white streaks in the front? So my mom let me do that to my hair. And Maria, this is the 3rd or 4th grade. She did it for me, obviously. It was like white. And my mom was kind of like, holy shit. I think she was expecting it to just kind of turn blonde. So we bought a box dye and we put it on there, and it was like a darker brown than like my hair naturally is. So we bought another box dye for like highlighting. Also around the 3rd or 4th grade, my mom let me get a perm. So it was like curly and like highlighted. I've been dyeing my hair for a long time. Next question. How did you get into stripping? And how did you get this exceptionally good? Is it awkward that I'm talking about this with a cat? I love you so much. You're like a big snuggly teddy. When I was 18, a couple months after I graduated high school, I was living on my own with a roommate, and I was working at a restaurant, and I got fired close towards the end of the month, what I remember, and I had to pay rent. And one of my friends, I guess at the time, suggested that, hey, you know, since you like dancing, why don't you just try stripping? You know, you'll get some money and you'll pay your rent. Just did what I needed to do, Google searched it, and went to a club and became a stripper. I've been doing it 7 years now. A lot of people want to know about my dance history, so I'm just going to start from the beginning. The first dance class I ever took, I was 3. My mom signed me up for it. I obviously really liked it, and I remember doing it through my entire childhood. So probably about 11 or 12. That's when I started doing competitive cheerleading and gymnastics. Around junior, senior year is when I got into doing like yoga and like belly dancing. 2 years ago is when I started go-go dancing. A lot of people want to know how often I practice, how long I guess it took me to learn things. I basically just kind of looked on YouTube and watched other people dancing at festivals and stuff and just kind of tried to learn what I saw. When I first started stripping, one of my friends taught me a couple pole tricks like at work, and then I had a pole that I bought, so I practiced a couple of them at home. I never really took it too serious up until like a little over, I'd say like a year and a half ago or something, is when I started really like focusing on tricks and learning them. So one last question that kind of ties in with the whole dance theme. Do your parents know about your dancing? If so, what do they think of it? P.S. Love you, you're awesome, and your makeup is cool. Yeah. Well, if you're talking about stripping or go-go dancing, my parents know about both of them. And my parents found out about the stripping a couple months in. That's a whole nother story. They don't like it. They don't really mind the go-go dancing. I don't think they really understand what it is. As far as the stripping goes, I think they would prefer if I didn't strip. A lot of people have this warped perception that movies and stuff give off, and it's not really like that. Not that I'm saying any of you guys should go out and be a stripper. SERCNM Lightning. If you want to ask me a question for another video, just leave it in the comments below. I'm really thinking about possibly going to VidCon this year since I'm going to be living in LA, and I'm debating whether or not I want to buy a ticket and go. I've never been before. I'm gonna be by myself, and that's gonna be kind of weird, just walking around VidCon, like vlogging by myself. Let me know in the comments below if I should go to VidCon or if you're going to VidCon. So yeah, that's it for this video. Until next week, guys. Bye!